Hi, I'm Ann Rosen with Keller Williams here in Chicago. If you're a buyer, you might be wondering, is Chicago or Seattle the better city to buy in right now? Both cities are vibrant, dynamic, and full of opportunity, but when it comes to housing costs, lifestyle, and long-term value, they couldn't be more different. Seattle still has that booming tech reputation fueled by companies like Amazon and Microsoft. Chicago, on the other hand, delivers world-class culture, transportation, and neighborhood variety, often at price points that surprise people. So today, let's break down Chicago versus Seattle across 5 things that matter most to buyers. Number 1, home prices. Because for most buyers, this is the deal maker or deal breaker. Chicago remains one of the most affordable major cities in the country. The median home price is in the mid-300s, which means condos, starter homes, even some townhomes, are still within reach for many buyers. Seattle, completely different picture. The median home price there often sits well above $800,000, sometimes significantly more depending on the neighborhood. That's more than double Chicago's median. That combination of limited inventory and tech-driven demand keeps prices high. So, if affordability is your top priority, Chicago gives you breathing room. Seattle brings the excitement, but you'll need a much bigger budget to enter the market. Next, let's talk about what it costs to live in each city day to day. Chicago's cost of living is noticeably lower. Groceries, utilities, transportation, dining all tend to run cheaper here. Even a night out can be 10 to 15% less than what you'd spend in Seattle. Seattle does have higher average wages, especially in tech, which helps offset some of these expenses. But if you're not the one in those high-paying industries, you'll feel the difference. Overall, your dollar stretches further in Chicago, which is why many buyers see it as more realistic and sustainable. Of course, jobs play a huge role in where people choose to put down roots. Seattle continues to be a powerhouse for tech and innovation. Amazon, Microsoft, and network startups and engineering firms attract top talent and offer strong salaries, but they also create fierce competition and push housing costs higher. Chicago's economy, meanwhile, is incredibly diverse. We're strong in finance, healthcare, transportation, education, law, manufacturing, and yes, a growing tech scene. That diversity brings stability. So for buyers, that steadiness can feel reassuring. No single industry controls the entire housing market here. Lifestyle matters just as much as numbers. Chicago offers world-class culture, incredible food, iconic architecture, festivals, professional sports, and neighborhoods with real personality, from Lincoln Park's charm to River North's nightlife to the family-friendly feel of Beverly. And yes, we get all 4 seasons, including snowy winters, but our summers along Lake Michigan, unmatched. Seattle brings a completely different vibe. Mountains, water, hiking, and easy access to outdoors. The climate is mild year-round, but the trade-off is more rain and more gray days, especially in fall and winter. So think about what energizes you, Chicago's buzzing urban culture or Seattle's Pacific Northwest outdoorsy charm and calm. And finally, long-term value. Seattle has historically been strong for appreciation because of its limited housing supply and high-income job market. If you can afford to buy there and stay long-term, it can be a powerful investment. Chicago offers different types of value, affordability, and stability. Prices don't swing as wildly here, and because entry-level homes cost less, you're not stretching yourself thin. For first-time buyers, that often means less financial pressure and more room to grow your equity over time. So which city is better for first-time buyers? If you want affordability, stability, and the ability to enter the market without overextending yourself, Chicago is hard to beat. If you're chasing high-paying tech careers and can handle premium home prices, Seattle might be the right long-term play. It really comes down to your budget, your career path, and the lifestyle that feels like home. I'm Ann Rosen with Keller Williams here in Chicago, and if you're thinking about buying your first home and want to explore what's possible right here in Chicago, I'd love to help.